Chat series. I'm your host, Meg Kruger. I am here in Fort Worth, Texas at the SFMA 2026 show. We just opened the trade show about 30 minutes ago, so we are welcoming our second guest, Miss Ava Veith. Did I say it correct?
Yes.
And I'm also joined by my co-host, Mr. Christopher Bell.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction.
Yes, you're more than welcome.
Appreciate it.
Ava, you've already lived so many different lives in the turf industry, and you might be like one of the youngest ones here.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's crazy because when Weston, before he abandoned us and left us, in the dust for his big league dreams, he was like, he texted me. He's like, "You got to get that Ava girl on the podcast. Like, she is something else."
Thanks.
And then I think the next time I saw you in person, I was in Kansas City, right?
Yes.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
Kansas City this summer, and you were there pulling plugs with Chase Straw. Like, you're already with the top names. Look at you.
Well, thank you so much. I've been excited about this podcast for forever.
Oh,
I'm glad I got to do it.
So happy.
Because last summer, Chase and I were just busy collecting data, and he had a flight to catch, so I was just running around like crazy. But yeah, Weston.
And they call you the turf rat. Is that what they would call you at the shop?
The turf rats.
Yes, I love it.
Which is so weird. So
because
weird.
I don't know where they explained it to me. It didn't make much sense.
No, it's because we got the turf rat while I was there, and I was so excited about it. And they were just making fun of me. That's all I talked about.
I love it. Well, and I love your turf origin story because you are like
a fan.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. She's got fans. I'm telling you.
Jeez.
She's a celebrity.
Oh, nice. Now it's documented.
And I love your turf origin story because it's like that SFMA blueprint. Like, student athlete who like you had a passion for the sport, but then also you developed a passion for something that can have like a long-lasting impact, and now you've decided to make it your career.
I am just so thankful every day, honestly, for this industry, because for the longest time I was so worried about that transition from soccer to, okay, what am I going to do next? And then I found this, and I just feel like it's made for me. I love it.
It really is.
Yeah.
And so soccer was, the ultimate thing that brought you to Virginia Tech.
Yep.
And who was the turning point person, or what was that turning point moment where you're like, oh, I think this caught my eye and I think I'm going to do this?
Well, it's actually a funny story because it's so random. It was the spring of my sophomore year, so the summer going into my junior year is when I actually found out about the industry, because I didn't even know it existed before that.
Yep, it's how it starts for everyone.
Yeah, and I remember I was sitting in class that spring, and I got a notification on my Canvas homepage, which, who even looks at that? Looking back, I'm like, why did I even decide to click on it? But
that tracks for you. I feel like you're very, regimen folk.
Yeah, well, I clicked on it, and it was for a summer undergraduate research program. And I was like, I want to stay in Blacksburg over the summer. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So I applied, and there was 10 different professors I could work under.
Very cool.
And I ended up working for Dr. David McCall, so he was my master's advisor. And for the program, I had to pick my top 3, and I didn't even pick him.
Oh my God.
I was precision turf management.
What
is that?
I love it.
He knows. But I didn't even pick it, and I guess he just saw my profile or whatever, and I ended up working with him, and he kind of presented me with the idea of looking at turf diseases on athletic fields and how it impacts the athlete and all that. And I did research on fields that I played on, and I was like, wow, this is so cool.
It is so cool.
And I just fell in love with the research, honestly, because I've always been the world's biggest overthinker.
I love it.
I feel like with research, you kind of have to be.
Yes. Yeah.
So ever since then, I just took off with it. So.
I love it. And so now you are going for your PhD, correct, at Penn State University, under Chase Straw, correct?
Yep.
I mean, you couldn't have a better guy. I mean, I am if they're I'm the number one fan of the Chase Straw fan club.
She says that too about a lot of PhDs. So.
Oh my God.
Chase is awesome.
And so what is your is it still precision turf? like research, or what are you guys really focused on in this?
Yeah, it's funny. People ask me that, and it takes me like forever to explain. I feel like because I've got the projects we're doing are just so different, and we just have so much going on.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I feel like we're doing everything, but yeah, like I've got 4 projects that'll be my dissertation, and I feel like they're all so different, but I just love it, and we've got just a ton going on. But yeah.
And when do you graduate, like, or officially have that title?
So yeah, Chase and I need to talk about it, but I'm shooting for a spring 28, which would be super quick.
Okay.
But the way Chase and I work, we think it's doable, but we are just so quick. I mean.
And then what's after that? Like what are you going to get yourself into?
Yeah, that's the big question I've been thinking about. I don't know. I really like what I did last summer in Kansas City, and then this summer I'll be going up to MetLife and doing all their data collection. So I'm just
this is what I'm saying. You have lived so many different lives. You are going to be at like where the World Cup final is taking place.
Honestly,
you're just going to be out there taking samples.
I still can't even believe it.
Oh my gosh.
After Tyler called me, it was like around Thanksgiving time, I was shaking.
That
like
is
literally just so excited.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But that's what I love to do. I love to be out there collecting data, presenting it to the groundskeeper, helping them make management decisions. That's like, I think, what I'm most passionate about, and I just feel like as I go, things will kind of come up. I mean, already in the past 2-3 years, things have changed so much for me. Opportunities I didn't even know existed came up. So I just feel like it's too early for me to be like,
so cool.
I just feel like things will come up. But
are you going to be living in New York City, or very close to it?
Yeah.
What a summer! How exciting!
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
So who in your life have you made internally jealous? Who's the person in your life that they're just oh my God, I cannot believe Ava. She's over here, and now she's over there.
I'll give her a shout out, Lauren Gogol. She's one of my old teammates. She about passed out when I told her.
Oh my God, because soccer of all things.
I know.
My gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah, no, I've told all my old teammates, and they're just like, "What the heck?" Ava?
Kicking themselves that they didn't take this same path.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And they just make fun of me. They're like, "Oh, Ava studies grass." Like that's so weird. But they're my number one supporters. I mean, back in when I was at Virginia Tech for Turf Club, we would sell like Turf Grass Club shirts and all that. Yeah. And they all bought some. Like the whole locker room, I brought them all, and they
so sweet.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
And in that women's luncheon yesterday, we were talking about formulating that community.
Yes.
And how important it is to have that like tribe of people that you have all these little pockets of support groups across the country. Yeah. And with what you're doing, not being here one summer, the next year, you're really getting the chance to have community all across the whole industry.
What was really cool last summer was seeing people I've played against in college, like play professionally.
Oh my gosh.
And actually, this was like the craziest thing ever. One of my best friends that I played with at Virginia Tech, Emma Polkowski, I'll just say her name. She plays overseas for a team in Denmark.
Okay.
And while I was with the KC Current this summer, they bought that team.
Oh, no kidding.
And just like a team in Denmark, and they flew him back to Kansas City for like a whole week. So I got to see her, and I was like on the field working. Like,
so cool.
Yeah, so we got a picture together after the game, and I was like, this is what I want to do.
Oh my God.
What a full circle.
Yeah, and even the people on the KC Current, other teams at NWSL, like I was like, oh, there's a girl from Duke. Like I remember playing against her, it's just like, oh, hey. Like,
what a unique experience. I love it. So you've already had the opportunity to work for some people that on their own, they're some of the biggest leaders in our industry. Jared Minnick, Mira Emma could not be a better role model. Yeah. Chase Straw, all of those names, all the people at Virginia Tech are 10 out of 10.
Yep.
What are some of the ways that their mentorship has helped formulate how you're going to be a leader in this industry?
I think just their support. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's been so many times where I get overwhelmed, and they just have always 100% supported me through everything. I mean, seriously, gone out of their way to introduce me to people and just be there for me. And the whole industry is like that. I mean, really, I just can't say enough how thankful I am for this industry, because honestly, you could call anybody and they would genuinely want to help you. Like, so many people I've met even this week at this conference are like, yep, here's my number, like, reach out, we want to help you, like, whatever you need. And it's just like, wow, that inspires me to be more like helpful. I just had somebody come up to me, but this like totally meant the entire world to me. I had a talk yesterday and somebody just came up to me. They're like, hey, like, I'm so glad you did that talk. Like, I really loved it. Like, I was like, give me your number. Like, let's talk about it. Like, call me whenever. You know, I just want to like be there for people too, because of the way people have been there for me.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about that session. It was hosted with Paula, correct?
Yeah.
Which, like, again, for the CEO of the place to be like, I want to sit alongside this girl and give a session to the people. I mean, that's, you know, a stamp of approval all on its own.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about the session. What did you guys cover?
Yeah, it was amazing. And Paula, actually, we met at last year's conference. And when we met, so last year was like completely crazy for me. I had no idea I was going to be in Kansas City. I had no idea. Like, it was just so many unexpected turns and bumps in the road that came up, but it ended up working out so much better than I even could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
But at the time when I met Paula, I didn't know how my year was going to go. And I was like kind of just really stressed and like just freaking out.
Yeah.
And she was kind of in a similar boat as me, and we just got to talking about it. We were kind of like bonding over that. And she was like, you know what? We should do a talk on that for next year's conference. I was like, yeah, we should. And just like the way all of 2025 went for me, and we were meeting like periodically throughout the year. I was like, we got to add this to the presentation, like this. So yeah, we were just talking about career transitions and how to navigate some of those challenges. And I was just talking to somebody earlier, I was like, I wish I could go back and tell myself a year ago today, like, if I went back a year ago and told myself everything that happened, I wouldn't believe it. I mean, it's been incredible.
The footprint.
It's been awesome.
Chris, what would you go back and tell your younger self?
One, maybe study your biology a little closer.
Goodness.
I didn't study.
Well, biology of all things, that's what you needed to go back and...
Yeah, ninth grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What was the pivotal...
I just regret that.
Let me tell you, I don't regret a single miss that the math and science, I've not retained a bit of it, which I'm sure you can really relate to, right, Ava?
My undergraduate major was systems biology before I knew about turf, and I can't even tell you what that is. I just picked it as a high schooler. Like, I was just so worried about soccer.
What's so cool about the turf industry is you could, there's so many people that are like, I majored in graphic design, or I majored in, some random communications or management degree, and it's a job that you learn a feet on the ground, boots on the ground, and it's so well suited that it's also an industry that cultivates that mentorship.
Right.
Where, just like you were saying, you just have this desire to give back to the next generation because of the way they've lifted you.
Right. Yeah.
And that's just an industry that's ripe with it. Everywhere you turn, you see what I call those turf family trees, where it's like somebody that, and maybe is later on in their career has this legacy, and they've got all these turf managers under them that they've helped bring along with them.
Yeah.
Who are some of those people for you that they're going to be a part of your tree in some way?
Well, I'd say for sure Chase and Dave, both my advisors.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, Dave, is the one who introduced me to the whole industry. I owe him a lot just for finding me, being like, I think this girl would be interested in this.
Yeah.
And honestly, looking back, he's a he's a plant pathologist.
Yeah.
And then he kind of let me go off the rails doing all this stuff with athletes, and he didn't really know much about it. But he just supported me 100%. And then same with Chase about Penn State. He's been great to work with. I don't think he's told me no once since I've got there.
I love it. And this guy, you ever run into him? You know that Mr. Goatley over there?
Oh, yeah. He's my favorite person in the entire world.
I think a lot of people would share that sentiment with you.
I love Dr. Goatley so much.
It's hard to, I recorded with the Goatleys yesterday, and I called it my yearly therapy session.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. So they do a Christmas party every year.
Oh, come on. Now I'm internally.
Now she's going to be upset she doesn't go.
Yeah, dang.
I love that.
Yeah, so I actually defended my master's at Virginia Tech December 8th. I think their Christmas party was like a few days before then.
Yeah.
I intentionally made an early trip down just to make their Christmas party.
I
love it so much.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
So one of the things we talked about with the Goatleys yesterday and in our women's lunch was the work-life balance of it all, and how it's really like it's a buzzword term. It's not really something that like there's no blueprint on how to do it.
Yep.
But what are the things that you do to kind of like debrief or make sure that you stay that level-headed person? Or we talked so much about how like it seems silly, but like having hobbies outside of it all is like the lifeblood of making sure you stay sane.
Yeah.
So maybe this is about to, by the way you're looking at me, I think this is about to turn into a lecture where I tell you need those things.
No, I was going to say, it's funny you asked that because I'm completely insane. Like, it doesn't feel like work to me, so I just
love it, yeah.
I love it so much. I just, like, quotation marks work all the time.
Live and breathe it.
Like, no chill at all.
It's the turf rat.
Yes, yeah. No, yeah, I think one day I'm going to definitely have to slow down, but I've just been going like a million miles an hour because I love it so much. But yeah, it's weird like not playing soccer anymore, so I just run now. Like I ran my first marathon like in November.
Of course you did.
Good for you.
I was going to say like I'm completely crazy. So.
Crazy town over here.
Fun fact, Meg is a former soccer star from Garrettsville, Ohio.
Oh my gosh.
Your role was like hockey, like the goon?
Yeah, like literally I did it for the social elements.
That's awesome.
I hated when the coach put me in because I'd rather be on the bench like hanging with my friends. I like affectionately referred to myself as a bench warming junkie.
Oh my gosh.
And I just loved being able to like mess around on the field, and it literally would like make me sweat thinking about going into the game. I'd rather sit on the bench.
Yeah,
I love that story.
I was a 4-year varsity player because Gville, Kentucky, or G-Tucky, Ohio, we had like, there were probably only like 30 eligible actual girls to play. So it wasn't that hard to become a 4-year starter. So.
Nice.
But yeah, fun. I'm sure, my soccer days are long behind me.
She's got great soccer stories though. That's why I had to bring it up.
Yeah.
Like I used to, my signature move, as Chris knows this should have been telling. I probably told you this really early on. You probably should have fired me on the spot because it's pretty telling of the person I am.
It is.
I used to spit on girls.
Oh, wow.
And then they would like shove me and they would get the foul called on them.
Oh my gosh.
Or I would like whisper in their ear something like super nasty and then they would like shove me and I'd be like, oh my gosh, where did that come from?
You just spit on them.
It was terrible. Oh, really, and when it worked out in my favor is if I'd get a yellow card and I had to go sit out for a bit.
Yes, thank goodness.
Okay, well then let's think of another question since you said like work-life balance, it doesn't exist in your realm anymore.
Not yet.
Let's think. What's your walk-up song then?
Oh my gosh.
Like when you, like they were talking about the power suit yesterday.
Okay.
And like you've got a big day ahead of you. It's a 16-hour day. You've got to pull plugs, but you also have to help maintain the turf. And there's a problem. What is that song that's taking you out of the shop? You're starting the day right.
To all my friends listening to this, they definitely know 1,000% what I'm going to say. And everybody else is going to think I'm the weirdest person in the entire world. One thing about me, I love country music.
Okay.
And I love Luke Bryan.
Okay. Country girl, is that?
No, it would be Rain Is a Good Thing.
Okay. Oh,
and now
that's so well suited.
Okay, let me explain. That's my favorite song in the entire world, and it always will be.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I love Luke Bryan, but we would bring this. Okay, this is one of the things I miss the most about playing soccer. Is like the 10, 15 minutes before practice started, you're just goofing around.
Yes.
Whenever it rained at practice, we'd always bring the speaker out during warm-ups.
Okay.
And whenever it rained, everybody knew, turn on Rain Is a Good Thing for Ava.
Oh,
and we would just go crazy. And there was one year, I think it was my sophomore year, we played UNC, and at the time they were ranked like second in the country or something crazy. And it was pouring rain that day. And the whole day we were like, we got to get Rain Is a Good Thing on during warm-ups of the game. Like, we have to do it. And sure enough, they did. They blasted it, and we were just going crazy, like dancing around. And the UNC players were looking at us like, "What?"
They were like shivering, like
they're like, "What the heck?" And we won that game.
Oh
my goodness!
We won that game.
It was that song.
And yeah, exactly. Everybody was like, "It's a song."
You guys are nice and loose and ready to play. That's awesome.
So yeah. That
love
would be it.
Well, Ava, I so appreciate you joining me for your first official Groundskeeper Chat.
Yes,
I
thank you
think
so
there's
much.
many more to come in your future because, like I said, your ship keeps changing course, and somehow it just keeps going in brighter directions. I'm always amazed at what you've been able to accomplish, and I'm
Thank you so
excited to
much.
see what else is down the line for you.
Thank you so much. I
So
appreciate
thank you for
it.
joining us, and enjoy the rest of the show. I think you've got a lot of. I saw you were anxiously pacing in front
my God, yeah.
before your session, so now you'll be able to let loose, go check
Yep,
out the
that's
rest
me.
of the show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ava. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.